I don't think $536 is free. I don't know. I'm a grad student, and that's literally 2 weeks worth of my paycheck.
2 weeks of pay for a coronavirus test, the one that's supposed to be free anywhere in America, by law, passed by Congress last month as our economy was shutting down. Even earlier, many states had ordered free testing, and some large insurance companies had pledged no costs. But in West Virginia, Anna Davis Abel got a bill anyway. She filmed herself going through a drive-through testing site.
Oh my God, they just pulled my braid out through my nostril. But it's done. I am now tested for COVID-19.
When the bill came, it wasn't for the COVID-19 test itself, but for a whole battery of other tests for things like the flu and adenovirus. With tests in short supply, her doctor had to rule out other things first before she could get a COVID-19 test.
The long and the short of it is, the only reason that you had these tests done was because your doctor was concerned that you might have coronavirus, and they had to do these tests first in order to get you a coronavirus test, and yet still you got billed more than $500 for it.
Yes, if I had not met my deductible or if I'd been paying out of pocket, it would have been $2,000.
Aetna's parent company, CVS Health, had pledged to waive copays for all diagnostic testing related to COVID-19. But Anna's doctor told her those initial tests couldn't be billed under the COVID-19 billing code. After NBC News contacted Aetna, the insurer followed up to say it was waiving Anna's costs retroactively. An Aetna spokesman saying that hers was an unusual instance and that our commitment to waiving member costs for testing and treatment related to COVID-19 has not changed. Most people we spoke to did not get charged for a COVID-19 test. And if you've ever been in a U.S. hospital, you know that medical billing is extremely complicated. So maybe those surprise bills that some Americans are getting aren't that surprising.
It is now the law that insurance is supposed to cover that test 100%. And then if you're uninsured, there are different pathways to get to a free test, although you're going to have to sign up for something.
But what happens, though, if you go in because you're having symptoms or concerns you need a coronavirus test? They evaluate you for things like the flu, and they determine you don't need a coronavirus test.
Right. So then you might get charged for the visit. The law is kind of narrowly written.
So they test me for the coronavirus. After that, I started feeling quite a bit better while I was waiting on the results. But anyhow, then 2 weeks later, I get a bill in the mail for $857 for lab work. The actual test was $1,143, and my insurance discount got it down to $857. And I had not met my deductible, so I owed $857. My first thought was, they've made a mistake.
No mistake. Just like Anna, Ricky got hit with a bill for an upper respiratory panel his doctor ordered before giving him the COVID-19 test. Blue Cross Blue Shield had pledged to cover full testing costs for COVID-19. But a spokesman tells me members can still be charged for other tests their doctor orders. Blue Cross says it's prepared to make changes as necessary to ensure cost isn't a barrier.
My immediate response was anger.
By the time Melanie Yazzie came down with symptoms, New Mexico had already ordered testing free.
So I drove to the other side of town, and I waited for 3 hours, and then I got tested, and I drove off and came back home. And I actually got the bill before I got the results of my test.
Almost $200. In Yazzie's case, it seems the billing office sent her the bill that should have gone to her insurance company. They're supposedly working it out.
I still have no idea if my insurance paid for this $199 or if the state paid for it or how this is being offered for free.
And the most important question, what happened with your test? Hopefully it was negative.
It was negative. Yeah, it was negative. I received results maybe 5 days later, and I breathed a sigh of relief.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.